What's up, guys? Been busy getting this staircase installed on this monster of a house here behind me, getting it ready for drywall. I'll show you what's going on. Wanted to do a better job of shooting content on it, but you know how it is, you kind of get into it and things happen and things don't go well, and the camera becomes not a priority. But I'll show you the finished results in here, and I'm gonna have quite a few videos coming on how I built these shop built stairs and a little bit on the installation. But you can see behind me here, I've got them in, everything's covered, everything went in pretty decent. One minor hiccup, but few, if any, will ever know. So you can tell a real carpenter by how he fixes his screw ups. So anyways, here's what we got. I'll give you the quick panorama in here. It's a monster of a house. Huge first floor, full basement. Second floor is even bigger. It's all the square footage of the first floor plus it extends out over the garage. So big house. Got the stairs in. This one was open rise on both sides, framed in a wall underneath here for protection. I got some 1/8 inch hardboard, or I think of it as masonite is what I call it, but wrapped it in plastic, taped everything off to keep drywall, mud and whatnot off of it. So this should be pretty well protected. Take a look at the underside here, framed up. That guy right there was amazing for this job. Milwaukee M18 framing nailer. Shoots instantly, no flywheel. It was absolutely fantastic for nailing all this stuff into place. Come up here to the upstairs. See again, real big upstairs. It's going to be a big one to trim. Got the foyer right here. This is actually the master bedroom right here. And it just goes on and on. You can't tell from this spot right here, but it's huge. It goes all the way back in. That's not the outside wall. This is the master bedroom suite. So anyways, back to the stair. How in the world does one guy install these units by himself? So what you see here is a ATV winch. I do wish I would have got one that's a little bit bigger, that had more cable length to it. I pretty well maxed this one out with all the cable whenever I dropped it all the way down to the basement from up here. But this is a DeWalt 12 or 18 volt battery converter. I'm just getting ready to unscrew this thing. It's lagged to the joists on the floor, but to use it, I just put my battery on there. It's got a wireless remote. Hit the power button, red light comes on, and then you can go in or out. So you can see that, and works fantastic. That way you can be down doing your thing and just use the remote and it'll do what it needs to do up here. So I used a 9 amp hour battery, and I think I still had 2 bars left whenever I was done. So just ran the winch through a strap over the joist there. I need a snatch block. I didn't have one, but I got by with this, but a snatch block would have been ideal. So it works best if you kind of center your strap. The last one I did was this one, so I had the strap centered over that stair, and it works really good. So the winch did work absolutely amazing. I didn't strain myself at all installing these. They just went in really well with the winch. It does all the work for you. So can't thank Trey enough for that trick, especially the cordless option. Made it even better. So let's go over some details here. This is an open one side. So we've got tread returns on one side. And then over here, drywall will tuck in behind the skirt board here. I shimmed. Uh-oh, no, don't do that. Insulation guy's gonna kill me. Well, there's some lighting. You can see that shim there. That's 5/8 CDX plywood planed down to 9/16. So that's what keeps it off the wall. Then it's lagged on the bottom into the wall. I didn't actually put any screws above here. Didn't feel like it needed it at this time. I could always add them later if I want to try and pull it tight down the road. Here we have the open one side. This one was the doozy to get in. I had to notch it around up here, notch it down here. Ran into a couple little issues I had to work out down here, but no one will ever know about that. You can tell a good carpenter from a bad one by how he fixes mistakes. At least that's what we're all told. So then over here again, drywall will slide right underneath here. I've got the skirt board is all taped to keep any drywall compound off of it. So after I taped it, I put plastic over the top, 1/8 inch masonite hardboard, then stapled down with some 22 gauge staples, leave very small holes. Hopefully drywallers don't rip these off, tearing up and down the stairs. And then took some strips, stapled it along the side here, and cut the plastic back. So that is an airtight install of the protection there. I want to talk a little bit about this gun. Can't say enough good about it. Love it. It fires just instantly. You know, you can't beat that. No flywheel, no wind up time. Love the small rafter hook. Typically I hang it on my tool belt over here, but then it's also got a larger rafter hook for actual 2x rafters or scaffolding or something like that. So awesome gun. It's fantastic for this job because I had so much framing to do underneath these stairs and blocking to install. Sorry about the bad lighting. You can see I had to frame in under here for this closet also. Ran this wall sideways because I didn't want to infringe upon the door opening right here, and being that it's tied in to the closed stair right here, it's very stiff and strong, so no issues there. Here from the underside you can see the construction. See my wedges and PL that I drove in back there. Risers are Craig screwed, pocket hole screwed up into the tread. This is all overkill, but then I put a strip of plywood with PL across it to tie those together also. Back of the tread is glued, and then riser is screwed in to the back of the tread. Framing material added underneath. Inside here we got a piece of 5/8 CDX plywood planed to 9/16. I glued that. It's about 4 inches, 3.5, 4 inches wide, and I glued that, stapled the crap out of it to the inside of the skirt board. Did that in the shop. But then the 2x8 here, I ran PL on the inside of it and screwed it to the inside also. So this is like a 3-ply beam. And I'm very happy with how stiff these steps are. They're plenty stiff for me. So I really wish I could have shot more in-depth content on this install. I videoed the first two going in pretty decent. I got to this guy right here and he started being stubborn, and from that point on it was just full tilt for a couple days, just trying to get this done and get out of here. It is Tuesday at about 4 o'clock and drywallers are coming first thing Thursday, I believe. So got these in just in the nick of time. Was doing some prep also along here. A lot of you guys who follow on Instagram know I always go into these big houses. I mark all the studs on the floor with paint. Makes it easy to nail off baseboard. And then also I mark all the water lines and anything that I don't want to put a nail through, because the sonar on a stud finder will often show things like this as a stud if it's close enough to the inside of the wall. So I don't want to be shooting nails through this big thing of data cable. So just mark it in blue on the floor, and then I know not to put a nail there. The other thing that really works well to do from a prep standpoint before drywall is to go around to all your door openings with a level and a sledgehammer and make them all perfectly plumb. Makes setting doors so much easier. So I did that this afternoon, and especially on 8-foot doors. But really, I try to do it anytime I can. If I can get into a house and plumb the framing, especially on these big houses. I don't know how many doors are in this house. Probably there's got to be 40 or 50 openings in this house. So it's worth it just to take an hour or two. It really only takes about an hour to just plumb everything. And it makes installing doors and casing go a lot better. So that's it for me. Just wanted to put a video out there because, like I said, I haven't had time lately, and I wanted to show you guys the finished product, because I'll have a whole series of videos coming of the actual build of these staircases in the shop. So you can expect to see those videos coming in the coming months as I get time to edit them. And then this house take about a month to get drywall and primer done, and we'll be here for a while. This will be a big house with a lot of work to do. So thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.